Hello my friends and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Well, I received some comments in the comments section below of some previous videos, and there were some comments asking me about asking me to make a video on Serbia, and I was like, what is going on in Serbia? So I did a little search, and I found, oh, actually something happens in Kosovo, not in Serbia. So I said, okay, let me check it out. So I found what I needed to find, and that is something that I've been saying for a long. Thank you guys for, by the way, for commenting and suggesting that, because I have an eye on Serbia, and part of my, if I have one, heart, goes towards people with balls and you know what I mean? Not with weasels like Romanians. No, people who really, do like that. So, some Romanians, but I think they lost their balls, Romanians, after about 1600s. There were some in the First World War, some in the Second World War, but in between, not much. So, this article comes from ABC 123 News. So, ABC News from today, July 31st, 2022. What is going on here? They want to come out. Not yet. It's not the time and the place. So this is an article coming from ABC News, and this is the title: Kosovo, Serbia inciting minority protest to destabilize. Kosovo government is accusing neighboring Serbia of trying to destabilize the country as ethnic Serbs block roads and conduct other incidents in the north. Pristina, Kosovo. Kosovo's government early Monday accused neighboring Serbia of trying to destabilize the country as ethnic Serbs blocked road and conducted other incidents in the north, apparently in a dispute over vehicle license plates and identity cards. Officials in Kosovo had decided to resume the practice of requiring vehicles that enter from Serbia to replace Serbia license plate with Kosovo plates. The reverse is required by Serbia for vehicles from Kosovo that go to Serbia. Kosovo also planning to block its ethnic Serb minority from using only the Serbian identity cards when crossing the border. A Kosovo government statement said that many aggressive acts like road blocking and shooting in the northern areas dominated by ethnic Serbs were committed Sunday, and charged that they were incited by Serbs. After discussion with European and US partners, do you mean the masters? Partners, no partners here. Kosovo is a partner with United States and with European Union. They make me laugh. No, you are a vassal state. That's what you are. No doubt about it. You can think that you're partners, but that's euphemism for vassal state. All right, they partners. The reciprocity license plate and identity card plan was being postponed for a month until September 1st. Kosovo was part of Serbia until the armed uprising of 1998-1999 by the territory ethnic Albanian majority, triggering a blocking crackdown by Serbs. A NATO bombing campaign. That's why I'm saying NATO is not a defensive alliance. It bombarded Serbia here, Yugoslavia, whatever it was at that time, without being attacked. So when people say that NATO is a defending alliance, you can always use this example. Bombarded it without the United Nations Security Council's approval. So that's an illegal bombing. Now, illegal bombing means war crimes, isn't it? Who were there? Blair and Clinton, was it? Were they? So you know where I'm going with that. And not only those Germans and those French and those guys who talk about sovereignty, when they talk about Ukraine nowadays, where were they? Oh, they were the ones bombing. Gotcha. Okay. So a bombing campaign of forced Serbia's troops out of Kosovo ended the war. But Serbia refuses to recognize Kosovo 2008 Declaration of Independence. Well, like Crimea, right? So, and then it says here that Vučić is the current president of Serbia. He was elected a few times already, so he's a good guy, it seems like. He says here that Vučić says that we've never been in a more complex situation than today and blame Kosovo for the escalating tensions over the license plates and ID cards. Vučić says Kosovo cannot stop its ethnic Serbs from using Serbian identity cards when they cross the border. The NATO-led peacemaking mission in Kosovo, NATO. What I mean, why is it a peacekeeping mission? They are a defensive alliance. They are defending against who? The Russians now again? Said it was monitoring the tense situation in northern Kosovo and was prepared to intervene if stability is jeopardized. Intervene in what? Were they attacked? Defensive alliance. Hello. You know what it is. I don't have to keep doing this. So the let's see what's here. Stability is jeopardized. The force said it would take whatever measures are necessary to keep a safe and secure environment in Kosovo at all times, in line with the UN mandate. Now they talk about UN mandate. In 1999 they didn't talk about the UN mandate. Now they talk about it. Really? The mission, which has some 3,800 soldiers from 28 countries, is led by NATO. I mean, occupied by NATO and led, but it's supported by NATO nations and European Union and others. All right, let's go and see this. I knew some history, you know, just a little bit, and I know there were two major battles in Kosovo. One in 1380 something, and then the one is 1440 something. The first one is important because it was about Mehmet. Let me see. I got some information here. It was, I know, a guy, Lazar Hreboli. I don't know his last name. I know Lazar Hreboližanović, and then he was Murat, not Mehmet. Murat. I looked over this. So this battle took place in 1389 between the army led by the Serbian Prince Lazar and invading army of the Ottoman Empire under command of Sultan Murad. So the battle was fought on the Kosovo field in territory ruled by Serbian nobleman Vuk Blaković in what is today Kosovo. Now, I read the whole article, which is Wikipedia. It's just a general thing, so you get things. I mean, I'm not a I didn't study this in depth, but I knew that this was like a very important, a major historical event for the Serbs, where I know that Lazar died and Murat died. Both of them died in that battle. But you know what I didn't find in all that long, 50,000 pages article or whatever it's on Wikipedia? I found the word Serbs, Ottoman, which is the Turks, Ottoman Turks, and then Bosniaks. I didn't find any Albanian. I didn't find any Kosovarian. So I was thinking, why not? So nevertheless, this is what I found. And remember, these things that happen right now in Kosovo, I will not blame either side. I'm going to give you two scenarios. One is the Serbs who want to incite something because of Russia, volatile situation, and things change in volatile situation. The other side, Kosovo, volatile situations, want to secure their statehood and whatever is going to come next. So I think one or two. I can see the other one, what other option is. And as I said many times in my videos, I'm waiting. I give them about two years. Something will happen in that area. It will definitely happen in Bosnia. It will definitely happen in Kosovo area. So Kosovo, Bosnia, Serbia, you will see that as soon, or maybe even during, I think as soon as the Ukraine proxy war will finalize somehow, or will settle down, like a trench war, that's it, then they will switch into this, I guarantee you. Albania offered NATO, United States, I think, a port right there. They can use a military port, military base in Albania, which is very close to Kosovo. And then it was North Macedonia. Remember, they did a NATO little maneuvers over there. NATO did about 2 months ago. So they did in that area to let Russia know that they are there and that their sphere of influence. Well, we'll see what's going on over there. I'm assuming that there's a lot of things happening behind the scenes, and over there you just need a... That's what's going to happen. Thank you very much for being with me again today. I'm going to keep my ears and my eyes open for that. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just, guys. See you in a moment.